What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Captain Price with Captain Price Reacts, and today we're going to be watching. It's like, nah. And today we gonna be watching Flight Reacts, how to make Southern soul food style fried catfish easy. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Now let's get into this video.
Flight crew, FTC. Flight T stand up! It's September. I guarantee you it's about to be a month to remember. We got Chef Reacts back in the kitchen as promised, man. We making good old Southern fried soul food style catfish. First thing you need is some so fresh and so clean catfish fillets. You need at least 30 minutes. You can thaw out catfish easily by either leaving it on the counter for like a couple hours. You can do it really quickly by using cold water. Use cold water, just hot water, you know what I'm saying? You have a chance to gather a bacteria. The seasonings and all the oils and stuff you need. Get your canola oil. Canola oil is gonna cook to that perfect hot point temperature that you need at 350 degrees. Canola oil does not matter the brand. Get your so fresh, so clean little paprika. You need some garlic pepper, that onion powder. Woo, look at that catch. Look at that save NFL contract. Sign me. Creole kick in that bit. Little salt, little black pepper, little Kanye red pepper. And you know what I'm saying? Parsley flakes afterwards. That's just for decoration. You don't have to have parsley flakes. I just like to, you know, it's just for look, you know what I'm saying? You need your all-purpose flour. Doesn't matter the brand. You need your cornmeal up in this bit. You need some mustard. You need 2 eggs. Doesn't matter the type. Louisiana hot sauce or any type of certain hot sauce, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of that, you know what I'm saying? I suggest you get a measuring cup, you get a glacier bag, you know, the extra large, the biggest type you can find. You need to get you a little thermometer, get you a big knife, get you a little cutting board or, you know, whatever, the fish board, whatever you call it, get you a whisk, and last but not least, get you a frying pan. All right, y'all, so primarily most of this stuff is gonna be hands-on, so you know what I'm saying? If you don't see my hand, it's not because we have a neck is too wide. This is like the wet batter we're gonna use first, okay? Let's just get this out the way. Got the mustard, we got the egg right here, already cracked it in there, put it in there. Now with the hot sauce, you don't put like really too much. It's really like 2 tablespoons, a tablespoon with the hot sauce, so you put, you know, just about that much in there. Just gives it a, you know what I'm saying, just a slight kick. And anybody that has a worry about, like, if you have problems like, you know, handling spicy stuff, I'm the same exact way. It literally just has no effects. You're just part of like the good old seasoning practice. You know what I'm saying? Get your good old mustard. I think this is brand new. I gotta open it right quick. Then you just gonna put a tad bit of mustard in there. I say about, that's probably Gucci right there. You know, that's probably about 2 tablespoons, you know, of mustard. And then you're gonna get your whisk. You know, right here, I actually switched out the whisk because the other one, it wasn't looking as much as clean and everything, sanitary reacts. And now you're just gonna go ahead and whip that batter up, you know what I'm saying? And so you kind of want it to be at a, like, you know, density looking like that. Now we're gonna have like 2 different sets of seasoning. We're gonna have first in the cup, that's gonna go into the bag with the flour and the cornmeal. And then we're gonna have the remainder, and we're gonna mix that actually with the, you know what I'm saying, a wet batter. That's why I wanted to save the cup for last and get the wet batter out the way first. All right, so garlic powder, you know what I'm saying? Don't go too crazy, but put a good amount in there. You know what I'm saying? I say about 2 tablespoons worth for each seasons. You know what I'm saying? Paprika, you know, I say something just like that. It's the same thing, same style as lemon pepper. Some people are probably like, how come you're not using the, what's it called, the air fryer? In my opinion, when it comes to like real high-tech soul food, such as like, you know, fried chicken or catfish, you're gonna always have a better time frying this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna taste better on like a frying pan, or even if you got like a frying thing itself, that's gonna be even better. All right, so we got them sauces or seasonings out the way. You're gonna have to get your good old Creole kit, you know? Just a little bit of that in there, you know? Why not, you know? Just, you always wanna make sure you're gonna be able to taste everything. Get a little bit of Kanye pepper, not too much. For me, because it has a little spice to it, I believe. You can even taste, I almost feel like I'm about to sneeze in a second. That should do it right there. You got your onion powder. All right, y'all, now after you get all your ingredients and seasonings all in that 1 cup, you know, go ahead and give it a little good mixture and everything, similar to that lemon pepper, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's always easier to put all the seasonings in a cup instead of just having like 6 or 7 different mini cups and, you know what I'm saying, just wasting more trees. You know, it can be recycling. Pro-recycling reaction is good. All right, so, you know what I'm saying? You can like, come on, man, just smell that so dang, you know what I'm saying? Just back up a little bit. All right, next what you guys wanna do, get your big plastic glacier bag that I prefer that you can use, or you can just get a bowl, really doesn't matter. I'm gonna get about, you know, almost damn near the whole bag of cornmeal if it's just like, you know, this type of bag where it's just pulling open, because it doesn't make any sense to just save this little much, because what am I gonna do, just randomly make 2 things of cornmeal. If you spill a little, it's okay, all good. You know what I'm saying? Get the same amount of flour, almost like 2 cups, but you can kind of tell by the eye, you know what I'm saying? And you just gotta kind of multitask. I gotta kind of multitask with it here. All right, y'all, now you're gonna get your cup with the seasonings, and then you got your cup with the So Fresh and So Clean cornmeal and the flour mixture in there. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, you know what I'm saying? Mix that good stuff up and that good. Now what you're gonna wanna do is that the seasoning that's in here, you can take about 2, I'm gonna go for 3, just full spoonfuls of seasoning, and then watch what I do with the other part of the seasoning. This is a little cool trick. So like when you dip the fish in there and everything like that, you get a cool, clean coating with the seasoning up. If I'm with some of the seasoning, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a little bit of half that recovered. All right, so you're gonna put all that in a bag, okay? And now don't toss the remaining of your seasoning out here. And then now, also for pleasure, because you guys know there's people out there that always have the seasoning, you know what I'm saying, police out there. You are also free to use as much, you know what I'm saying, as you desire, you know what I'm saying? But I think this is like a perfect amount if, you know what I'm saying, want to have a good, decent health, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, want to live that, you know, like long, like 200 plus years old, right? Everybody's trying to live to 200 plus, yeah? All right, so like, anyway, the rest of the seasoning, you don't take it and put it right there with the wet batter, okay? We're gonna put that to the side now. And now that seasoning that's in the plastic bag, just kind of give it a good old shake, you know what I'm saying? Kind of mix everything in there. You know what I'm saying? Mix that other seasoning that you put with the wet batter. Give that a cool mix. You know what I'm saying? You want it to look just like that. Next step, I prefer you get a bowl because we already just got our catfish nice and open. I went ahead and patted them down already with some paper towel. And it's not, you don't really got to, but I prefer that you do it. It gives everything a nice little last little touch to it. And then you got the other fish on here in the wrap. All right, so what you're gonna do, you know what I'm saying? I just finished like washing out the bowl and everything. You're gonna just go ahead and just simply put your fish all up in the bowl, because what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our wet batter mix and we're gonna go right ahead. Now, but just keep your wraps out because you're gonna wanna spread the fish out and let them kind of like, you know what I'm saying, marinate with that seasoning a little bit for like a good like 10 minutes, I say. You know, on the racks, but not too much because you gotta remember that this fish is already like, you know, thawed out as raw fish. You wanna cook it as soon as possible. Got the fish in the bowl. Now, with your wet batter, you're just gonna simply.
I know y'all probably like, why he been quiet the whole time?
You know what I'm saying?
Observing.
Put it just like that.
That shit look like it's gonna be good.
Just like that in the bowl. You know what I'm saying? Can't be fumbling the batter. We good. All right. And now, do not be afraid to get your hands dirty. You can get some gloves or whatever you prefer, but do not be afraid to get your hands dirty. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure all parts of the fish is covered in that good old batter. This is that mustard, the egg wash, and the what else? The little hot sauce mix. You know what I'm saying, with it. And then right after we finish doing that, you know what I'm saying, you can spend about like 1-2 minutes on it. You don't gotta do too crazy with it. You can get a bag or a bowl, you know, because I did say that you can just use a big bag, glacier bag. You can really put the egg wash, you know what I'm saying, in a whole nother separate glacier bag. But I prefer a bowl because I like to kind of get in there and, you know what I'm saying, just make sure everything is nice and marinated the right way. All right, so what you're gonna do with this one, very, very lastly, is I'm gonna go ahead and do it, and you know, I'm gonna speed it up on this part because it's gonna get kind of boring. I don't want to make sure I, you know what I'm saying, go too fast. You're gonna take the fish, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna put it in a bag, give it a decent little shake or whatever, you know what I'm saying, then place it on the rack. You know what I'm saying, one by one separately.
Now I'm trying to see how it
fish
look.
breathe,
Man,
and then
come on,
the fish
come on, you
is
rapping
already
now.
ready to
Come
cook
on,
and
you
all that
rapping.
types of stuff, and we gonna put it right up on. Your frying pan ain't making that noise, it is not ready to be cooked. I say it gives it about a solid 15 minutes. You're in the final boss stages, you're in the final stages before you can enjoy your delicious soul food southern fried catfish. All right, so all you're gonna do is just transfer it over 7 to 8 minutes, and as soon as honestly you see your catfish start to float up to the top, it's pretty much ready. And then I got my thermometer, you're gonna measure it at an internal temperature of 145. Follow me, putting one at a time. You know, something like that. And you know, don't be afraid to even turn your oven stove. I'm backing up, because you know what I'm saying, I ain't trying to get popped by this grease. I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 in there. I'm gonna put 2 at a time, I think, to fit the frying pan. You know, keep it just like that, 7 to 8 minutes. And as you guys see, you want to get to that 145 temperature. I'm trying to focus the camera. I don't know if y'all can see it pretty well, but yeah, 145, you know, if you want that well done, 160-ish, you know. Oh man, I don't think you guys are seeing it. You guys ain't seeing it. Come on, man. We got one final touch left to do. Actually, 2 final touches. You know what I'm saying? I already got that temperature. I already did my temperature pre-check, but just for the ones out there that just want that extra proof, there's nothing wrong with that. I like mine at about 160, you know, almost 165-ish. That gives it that extra well done, you know what I'm saying, flavor. All right, I need this. And what you just do, this is just optional, you know what I'm saying, this final touch. You can just have the parsley flakes just a little bit. It's for decoration. Just don't change the flavor of nothing. Or does, you know what I'm saying, to give it spicy or anything like that. It's just a cool little decoration. It's just like having whipped cream on like ice cream or something like that.
Right.
Like, come on,
Parsley
man. You know, for the final touch, you know what I'm saying? Comment down below what you prefer on your fried catfish. You know, I either like the ranch or I like the Louisiana hot sauce, but it's just a quick take test right now because we only got to do it. It's only right. Like, come on, man. Oh, it's just like when you see this final piece and everything come to life. Come on, this is just one of the easiest things you guys can make, man. Be sure to give us a thumbs up.
That joint do look like it's good though. I ain't even gonna lie.
That Southern taste hits you right away. You taste all the seasonings from the garlic to the onion powder to even a little bit of the Tabasco sauce on top of Tabasco sauce. It's still not spicy. Give that little slightly little well done crunch flavor. If you know, I say cook it over like 2 minutes extra, so maybe like 10 minutes total instead of like that 6
I don't even
to
eat
7,
fish,
8
but that
minute
joint
mark.
look good. I ain't even gonna lie. Got me drooling over
If
this
you guys
joint.
enjoyed it so fresh, so clean, cooked the video, be sure to leave it so fresh, so clean.
I'm gonna try that.
And let me know down below what I should cook next. As usual, man. Comment down below what's next. What's up?
Man, y'all go ahead, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, man. That shit look good.